Aging stands among the most formidable challenges a human being can encounter. Simply reaching the age of 60 is a remarkable triumph, but remaining active beyond 60 is an even greater testament to resilience. That's because the body no longer executes its physiological functions with the same seamlessness and vitality it once did. After this pivotal milestone, the struggle becomes a race against time. Skipping even a single month of exercise can create a far more dramatic and lasting setback than it ever did in earlier years. If we fail to recognize this critical shift early on, it's akin to being swept away by a raging sea, tossed helplessly among powerful currents and crashing waves without direction. To preserve vitality and journey through the years with strength and grace, maintaining an active body and consistently engaging your muscles through intentional exercises is absolutely non-negotiable. And the first essential movement on our list? The squat. Now, I know squats have earned a questionable reputation. You've likely heard they're harmful for the knees, too risky for older adults, or simply too intense at your stage of life. But here's the truth. When executed correctly, squats are not your enemy. They are one of your greatest allies for aging vibrantly. Squats amplify leg strength, safeguard knee health, enhance balance, boost circulation, refine posture, and fortify bone density. They even stimulate digestion and support cardiovascular function by recruiting large muscle groups. In short, squats are a full-body, anti-aging powerhouse condensed into a single movement. And yes, there are safe, effective variations, even for those managing conditions like osteoarthritis, knee pain, or osteoporosis. In fact, I've created an entire video tailored specifically for individuals with osteoporosis. You'll find the link in the description below. Now, let's break down how to perform squats properly, because when it comes to squats, form is everything. Start by standing tall, feet hip-width apart, toes angled slightly outward. Gently bend at the knees and hips, as if lowering yourself into an invisible chair. Keep your chest lifted, your back straight, and ensure your knees align over your toes, never extending beyond them. Then drive through your heels to return to standing. If that feels overwhelming, don't worry, modify it. Try a chair squat. Lower yourself just enough to tap a chair and then rise. If balance is a concern, anchor yourself by holding onto a countertop or the back of a sturdy chair. Still too intense? Perform a wall squat with a yoga ball or cushion behind your back for added support. These variations are just as powerful when practiced consistently. Now, let's talk about breathing, because movement without breath is like a song without melody. Oxygen management is crucial. It controls your stability, influences your blood pressure, and directly impacts how powerfully your muscles contract. Here's the golden rule: inhale as you lower, exhale as you rise. Simple, yet profoundly effective. If you're not accustomed to conscious breathing during exercise, here's a quick guide. Stand tall. Inhale deeply through your nose, expanding your belly, not your chest. Exhale slowly through your mouth as if blowing through a straw. Maintain this steady rhythm as you move. This mindful breathing doesn't just promote calmness, it actively protects your spine, reduces dizziness, and engages your core muscles for better stability and strength. And remember, proper breathing isn't just important for squats, it's essential for every exercise you perform. Before we proceed, let me flag a few common mistakes so you can sidestep them from the start. Do not allow your knees to collapse inward or push too far past your toes. Watch your posture. No rounding your back or leaning excessively forward. Do not hold your breath, a surprisingly frequent mistake. Do not force deep squats prematurely. Depth will come naturally as strength and flexibility increase. You must earn it, not rush it. If you prioritize proper posture, mindful breathing, and honor your body's current limits, squats can completely transform your daily life, empowering you to rise from chairs, climb stairs, and move with renewed confidence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Now let's move on to another anti-aging powerhouse, the glute bridge. Don't let the name intimidate you. This exercise is simple, gentle, and extraordinarily effective, especially if you've been wrestling with back discomfort, hip stiffness, or difficulty rising from beds or chairs. The glute bridge fortifies your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back, while simultaneously opening tight hips and sharpening core stability. These muscle groups are vital for walking, standing, ascending stairs, and most importantly, safeguarding your spine against undue stress. When your glutes are strong, your knees and lower back are spared from overcompensation, meaning fewer aches, better mobility, and a far greater sense of daily ease. And the best part? It's low impact, accessible for nearly everyone. You don't even have to stand. Simply lie down on a mat, a rug, or even your bed. Here's how to perform it correctly. Place your feet firmly on the ground, hip-width apart, and position your arms comfortably at your sides for added stability. From this foundation, press your heels into the floor, engage your glutes, and gently lift your hips until your body forms a straight, aligned bridge from your shoulders to your knees. Hold this position briefly at the top, savoring the activation. Then slowly lower yourself back down with control. That's one full repetition. If you experience lower back sensitivity or have limited mobility, no worries. Simply reduce the range of motion. You can also place a small cushion or a rolled-up towel beneath your hips for additional support. And if you're craving a greater challenge, try lifting one leg at a time or squeezing a pillow between your knees to fire up your inner thighs even more. Now, let's address breathing. Inhale deeply while lying flat, preparing your body, and exhale purposefully as you lift your hips upward. This rhythmic breathing fuels your muscles and stabilizes your core. Before you dive in, here are a few common mistakes to watch out for. Overarching the lower back by lifting the hips too high. This can strain your spine. Always aim to create a straight line from shoulders to knees. No more, no less. Pressing through your toes instead of your heels, which shifts the workload away from your glutes and burdens your knees. Always push through your heels to activate the correct muscles, letting your knees drift outward or inward. Instead, maintain alignment, keeping them stacked directly above your hips throughout the movement. Rushing through the exercise, remember, this is about precision and control, not speed. Quality over quantity, always. Done consistently, this deceptively simple exercise can unlock better posture, improved hip mobility, and a stronger, more resilient core. Now, Let's move on to one of the most functional, life-enhancing movements you can incorporate as you age: the assisted reverse lunge. This exercise is a true game-changer for balance, leg strength, hip mobility, and core stability. It mirrors real-life motions like stepping backward, reaching for something low, or regaining balance after a stumble. Done properly, it builds incredible confidence, especially for those who feel a bit unsteady or tend to avoid stairs and uneven terrain. And don't worry, it's called assisted for a reason. You'll be holding onto a chair, wall, or countertop to maintain safety and stability throughout the movement. Here's how to perform it correctly. Stand tall, holding onto a sturdy support with one hand. Step 1 foot straight back, gently lowering your rear knee toward the floor, or simply as far as you comfortably can. Ensure your front knee stays stacked directly over your ankle, avoiding excessive forward movement. Press through the heel of your front foot to return to standing. Repeat several times on one side before switching legs. Start slowly and only descend as low as your body feels prepared for. Even shallow lunges deliver powerful benefits. Breathing tip: inhale as you step back and lower down. Exhale as you rise back to standing. That exhale fuels your stability and enhances control. Let's quickly review a few common pitfalls so you can master this safely. Don't allow your front knee to push beyond your toes. Protect that joint by keeping your knee aligned directly over your ankle. Lower your back knee with intention. Don't drag it. Even slight controlled movement builds strength evenly on both sides. Mind your posture. Stay upright with an open chest. Avoid leaning forward or collapsing your shoulders. Use your support. Holding onto something sturdy isn't cheating. It's strategic. We're here to build strength with wisdom, not to take unnecessary risks. Even just a few repetitions of the assisted reverse lunge daily can dramatically improve your stability, build muscular control, and significantly reduce your fear of falling. And that's real progress. Now, onto one of my personal favorites for cultivating balance, hip strength, and fall prevention: the standing side leg raise. It may look simple, but don't underestimate it. This exercise targets your outer hips and glutes, two critical muscle groups that help you stay steady when you walk, rise from a chair, or shift your weight. Strengthening these areas also shields your knees, hips, and lower back from undue strain. Another plus? It's incredibly accessible. No need to get on the floor, no jumping, no fancy equipment. All you need is a chair or countertop for balance. Here's how to get started. Stand tall beside a chair or countertop, lightly resting one hand on it for support. Position yourself beside a sturdy chair or countertop for support, keeping your feet about hip-width apart. Gently shift your weight onto one leg, ensuring the supporting knee stays soft, never locked. As you take a calm, grounding inhale, stabilize your stance, and on a slow, controlled exhale, lift the opposite leg outward to the side. Keep your toes pointing straight ahead and your torso tall. No leaning or tilting. Pause briefly at the top, feeling the outer hip muscles ignite. Then inhale as you lower your leg back down with deliberate control. That's it. Small, focused, and packed with incredible benefits. Now, if standing feels a little too challenging right now, no worries. You can absolutely modify. Simply lie down on your side with your legs stacked, support your head with a pillow or your arm, and perform the same leg lift. Exhale as you raise, inhale as you lower. You'll still feel that satisfying burn in your outer hip, with zero balance concerns. For those ready to amplify the challenge, add a resistance band around your thighs, or hold the lifted position for 3 full seconds before lowering. That tiny pause seriously intensifies the results. Important reminders: avoid leaning your body in the opposite direction just to lift higher. That shifts the effort away from your hips and strains your lower back. Stay tall and centered. Keep your toes pointing directly forward. No turning outwards. Remember, this is not a swinging contest. Lift with purpose, not momentum. And never hold your breath. Steady breathing enhances control and effectiveness. Now, are you ready for the next move? Let's keep this momentum going. Up next, the inner thigh squeeze. This subtle but powerful movement strengthens the adductor muscles. Those vital inner thigh muscles that support knee stability, hip alignment, and lower body coordination. Here's how. Sit tall on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and knees bent at 90 degrees. Place a softball, a rolled-up towel, or a cushion between your knees. Inhale to center yourself, then exhale slowly as you squeeze your knees together. Hold the squeeze for 3 seconds, feeling the inner thighs engage. Then inhale as you release with control. This movement improves lower body balance, deepens muscular endurance, and strengthens crucial stabilizers without any joint stress. Need a gentler version? Use a softer pillow and reduce the squeeze pressure. Want a greater challenge? Use a firmer ball or extend the hold to 5 seconds. Key tips: keep your back tall and your shoulders relaxed. No slouching forward. Make sure your feet stay grounded. Avoid lifting them off the floor. Focus the effort in your inner thighs, not in your glutes or by clenching your breath. With consistent practice, the inner thigh squeeze can dramatically improve knee alignment, bolster your lower back, and even aid in bladder control. Small move, big rewards. Now, you might be wondering, do I have to do all of these exercises? Or how do I fit them into my daily routine? Don't worry. At the end of this video, I'll walk you through sample routines that show you exactly how to weave these powerful moves into your day without feeling overwhelmed. Each exercise targets a different muscle group, and it's this diversity that empowers your body to move with greater strength, stability, flexibility, and overall confidence. Now let's introduce a deceptively simple but absolutely vital exercise. The unassisted calf raise. Your calves aren't just for walking. They're often called your second heart because they assist in pumping blood back up from your legs to the rest of your body. This circulation boost becomes even more crucial as we age, especially if you're managing poor circulation, swelling, or varicose veins. Calf raises improve blood flow, reduce swelling, help prevent that heavy, tired leg feeling that drags you down by day's end. Here's how to perform them. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, lightly holding onto a chair, countertop, or wall for balance. Inhale to prepare, then exhale as you rise up onto your toes, lifting your heels off the ground. Pause briefly at the top to maximize engagement, then inhale as you lower back down with complete control. If standing feels difficult, you can absolutely do calf raises seated. Just lift your heels while keeping your toes grounded. Still effective. Still powerful. Want to level up? Hold the raised position for a few extra seconds. Or try alternating legs, lifting one heel at a time. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't lean forward. Maintain a tall posture. Don't rush. Slow, steady movement delivers superior results. Always match the movement with smooth, mindful breathing. Inhale down, exhale up. The best part? You can perform calf raises virtually anytime, anywhere, while brushing your teeth, standing at the kitchen counter, or even waiting for your coffee. They're an incredible investment in heart health, leg strength, and overall vitality. Lower body, activated. Now it's time to wake up the core, your body's true powerhouse. A strong, responsive core makes every movement, from standing to reaching to walking, feel lighter, steadier, and more effortless. Let's dive into a few simple but transformative exercises to ignite your core muscles. No need to get down on the floor. Next up, the standing leg raise, a deceptively simple move that fortifies your lower abdominals, sharpens balance, and sets the foundation for a stronger, more agile body. Let's continue activating your deep core, the foundation of every stable, powerful movement your body makes. The straight leg raise targets your lower abs, hips, and deep stabilizing muscles. This kind of strength helps you lift your legs when getting in and out of bed, or step confidently over a curb or obstacle. If you're on the floor, lie on your back with your arms relaxed by your sides and your legs extended. Inhale deeply to prepare, then exhale slowly as you lift one leg, keeping it straight. Lift only as high as feels natural. This isn't about height, it's about control. Inhale as you lower the leg back down with a smooth, steady motion, maintaining full contact between your back and the floor. If getting on the floor isn't comfortable for you, no problem. There's an effective seated variation. Sit tall near the edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, and lightly hold the sides for support. Exhale as you lift one leg off the floor. It doesn't need to go high, but the foot must leave the ground to fully activate your core. Hold briefly at the top, then inhale as you lower the leg back down, moving with control. Key points. Stay upright. Avoid leaning back or rocking your body to gain momentum. The effort should come from your center, not from swinging or shifting. If needed, bend the knees slightly or reduce the lift height to maintain stability. Want a challenge? Lift both legs together or hold the top position longer, but only if you can keep your back supported and steady. Remember, control over speed, always. And keep breathing. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Now let's introduce a weirdly named but incredibly powerful move. The dead bug. Strange name aside, this is one of the most joint-friendly and effective ways to build deep, stabilizing core strength, sharpening both your stability and coordination. Here's how to do it. Lie on your back with your knees bent at 90 degrees, lifted as if sitting in an invisible chair. Extend your arms straight toward the ceiling. Inhale to prepare, then exhale slowly as you lower your right arm and left leg simultaneously, moving with complete control. Inhale as you bring them back to the starting position Then switch sides. Important form cues. Keep your lower back close to the floor at all times. If you feel your lower back arching, especially if you have hyperlordosis, an exaggerated lumbar curve, place a small towel under your lower spine for support or reduce your range of motion. Even a simple heel tap is enough. Control the movement, no rushing, no flailing. And of course, steady breathing. Exhale during the extension. Inhale when returning. Can't get on the floor? No worries. There's a seated version too. Sit upright in a chair, knees bent, feet flat. Lift one knee and extend the opposite arm, exhaling as you reach. Inhale as you return to center, then switch sides. Whichever version you choose, dead bug movements, train your body to move from the core, boosting stability and confidence in every daily activity. Now let's shift to one of the most classic and complete upper body exercises, the push-up. Before you roll your eyes or think, "That's too intense for me," hear me out. Push-ups are incredibly adaptable, and building push strength is essential for maintaining independence, helping you push open doors, rise from beds and chairs, and maintain upright posture. Let's start at the most accessible level, wall push-ups. Stand about an arm's length from a wall, feet hip-width apart. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height, slightly wider than shoulder width. Inhale as you bend your elbows and slowly lean toward the wall, keeping your body in a straight line from head to heels. Exhale as you press yourself back to standing. Key tip: don't let your elbows flare straight out to the sides. Instead, angle them slightly back at about 45 degrees. Keep your core lightly engaged to avoid dumping pressure into your lower back. Your body should move as a single strong unit, no bending at the hips, no poking the head forward. Once wall push-ups feel easy, graduate to incline push-ups. Place your hands on a stable surface like a countertop, bench, or sturdy table. Same movement pattern. Inhale down, exhale up, maintaining a straight spine and steady breathing. Ready for more? Move to knee push-ups on the floor. Get down on all fours, walk your hands forward, and form a straight line from head to knees. Inhale as you lower toward the floor. Exhale as you push back up. Finally, the full push-up, legs extended, knees off the ground. Same form, same breathing rhythm, just more intense. Mistakes to avoid: letting hips sag or pike up, flaring elbows out wide, rushing through reps instead of moving with control. Now that we've focused on pushing, it's time to balance things out with pulling movements, because strength without balance leads to poor posture. Enter the row. Rows activate your upper back, shoulders, and arms, strengthening the muscles that pull your shoulder blades back and counteract that forward hunch many develop over time. You don't need fancy gym equipment. Grab a backpack, tote bag, or purse filled with a few books or water bottles. Here's how to do it. Sit on a sturdy chair or stand with a soft bend in your knees. Hold one strap in each hand, letting the bag hang naturally in front. Inhale to prepare, then exhale as you pull the bag in toward your torso, squeezing your shoulder blades together, like you're holding a small ball between them. Inhale as you slowly release the bag back down. Vital tips: keep your back straight and your chest lifted. Don't shrug your shoulders. Keep your elbows tucked close to your body, not flared out. If you don't feel your back working immediately, that's normal. After years of sitting, many people lose that mind-muscle connection. That's why a simple activation drill, scapular retraction, can work wonders. Sit or stand tall, holding a towel, resistance band, or old pair of tights at shoulder height. Squeeze your shoulder blades together gently, keeping your neck relaxed, and hold for 3 to 5 seconds before releasing. Doing this regularly reignites those key postural muscles. Final words. You might be wondering, do I have to do all of these every day? The answer is no. Consistency matters more than doing everything at once. A few exercises a day, practiced with focus and proper form, will create lasting strength, flexibility, balance, and confidence. In the next video, we'll dive into the best stretching routines to keep your body mobile, relaxed, and resilient. Because flexibility is just as important as strength. Let's keep building your best, strongest, most vibrant self together. I'll see you there.